So. It's awkward. And now for the awkward bit where, hello, it's me. This is always the weird part of face reveals where it's like, shock horror, I have a face. Well, hello everyone, my name is Bandit, welcome back to the channel. A little bit of a different format today because we are here with my beautiful microphone and myself being recorded in my room. We are not talking about Survivor, well, holistically anyway, with the background footage. Today, instead, we're talking about this achievement on the channel because we hit 1,000 subscribers. A massive thank you to everyone that has helped out. Even if you aren't subscribed, even if you just shared or liked the video or commented, or even if you have just viewed one of my videos, or even just this one, thank you for checking it out. It all means a lot and helps out the channel. But today, I have already revealed my face. I am wearing my outfit and I am going to be reading some questions and answering them as the Q&A part of this video. So a few days ago on my community post, I put up if anybody would like to ask me questions, and thankfully some lovely people have done so. So I'm going to read them on my phone, which is why it might look a little bit weird. I have to check out these people that have also sent me in questions because I can't remember them all at the top of my head. So the first question here is from Piccolo, and he asks, have you talked to many actual Survivor contestants? Congratulations on 900 subscribers so far. We had 1,000. Good luck for the final 100. Thank you, good sir. But this is an interesting question because obviously face to face I can't really talk to any Survivor contestants because no one lives here that is a part of Survivor, either international or Survivor from the US. I mean, I guess UK, but they're like 20 years gone by now. And I don't think anyone is really willing to travel to my country. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere comparative to America or Australia. But have I talked to many actual contestants online? I've talked to a few on my Instagram account. Brianna Goodchild actually follows me, so shout out to her. She was in the most recent season, as of recording, of AU Blood vs. Water. So we have chatted a bit on Instagram, and I post there once in a blue moon. So if you do want to go check it out, the link will be in the description of this video from my Instagram account. But it was basically just me saying that I was a fan of her, and she followed me. And yeah, so that was basically the extent of our conversation. And then another person I've talked to is Dino Paula from Survivor SA, which featured in, again, the most recent season, Return of the Outcasts, because I was posting Survivor South Africa content. Here's one video, here's the other one with my beautiful guests Flynn and Gumball. And for that, when I posted it up on Facebook, he was one of the people that liked the video, so I reached out to him and I said thank you, and he said, of course, like, no problem, or something like that. And of course, then it was like, oh my goodness, I'm speaking to Dino, who featured in Survivor South Africa. And now after the season, it's like, oh my goodness, I talked to Dino, who's featured in Survivor South Africa. For people that watch the season, they will know what I mean. Then apart from that, just some sort of conversations on Twitter, like with T-Bird. I've talked to, I think, Elizabeth, maybe one or two other Survivor contestants, but not huge conversations. I wouldn't have said that anything has gone beyond a few messages with any of them, but hey, if you're an ex-Survivor contestant and you want to chat to me, much appreciated. What season of Survivor could you rewatch countless times and never get bored? This one is by Taya Moi, and I'm going to go with a boring answer here. I'm going to say Cagayan. It is a season that you can watch again and again and again. Obviously, it has its big moments. We have Tony with his llama. We have Wu with his confessionals, like his ninja stealth and everything like that. But we also have some really underappreciated moments as well. I really like Bryce's ha moment at Tribal Council. I think that one's really good. And then we also have Tony at the final 5 Tribal Council before he leads up to doing, again, his second llama impression. His impression of Cass is hilarious. Hey Woo, did you go tell him this and that? And it's just hilarious. And yeah, one of the future questions may also relate to Tony, so we'll have to get to that in a moment. Harmony Gremlin asks, how did you get into Survivor? I love the videos, by the way, heart. Well, if you love the videos, then in the words of Billy Garcia, I love you. But how did I get into Survivor? Well, it's kind of weird because I'm here in the UK and Survivor isn't really a thing. And so because of that, it was very hard to get into the community and get watching. In regards to Survivor YouTube, obviously you can see in my YouTube career, I have been doing it for a few years with varying degrees of success and of course quality in the videos as well. However, when I first started out on Survivor, it was because an Eager Turtle video, probably you're all aware of these videos where he talks about those cringeworthy moments in Survivor. One of them popped up, I ignored it, and then YouTube recommended it to me again, so I watched it, and then I just checked out a few of them because they were funny. And beyond that, then I got recommended a Peridium video, and I think it was something about the top 10 craziest tribal councils of all time. And I must say that was probably the worst video to get recommended to me. It was a fantastic video and I highly encourage everyone to check it out. But for me as a newcomer, which obviously wasn't super what the video was entailed for, I was just wondering what all these words were. I was wondering what a plurality vote was, what was a hidden immunity idol, what was a split vote, who is a Kelly Wentworth, all these different things that now are your Survivor basics. Back then I was completely confused, but I was watching a few more Peridium videos, finally got to watching Diva vs Goliath just as the season ended, so that was really good that I'd watched Diva vs Goliath and not Ghost Island or Edge of Extinction, or could have been a different story. But apart from that, then I've just been watching Survivor ever since, been going back watching the older seasons, and I'm obviously here on YouTube with a now 1,000 plus subscriber channel, so that's how I got into Survivor. Perezidal, hopefully I didn't mess up your name, asks, are you Irish? Northern Irish? Assuming you are, what do you think about the upcoming Survivor UK? And then he also adds, if they allow Irish contestants, would you sign up? So obviously this is two different questions that are encompassing one big question. So firstly, what do you think about upcoming Survivor UK? So excited. Finally we get it back. It's almost a bit of a shock that we haven't had Survivor back in the UK for so long. I think the best opportunity for it would have been back in about 2016, where we had Survivor SA coming back, where we had Australia coming back, where New Zealand even had a Survivor, all these international Survivor seasons, and that UK was like, no. But finally we might be getting it back. As far as I know, it's still in last minute discussion, so anything I guess could happen between now and then, but I think they're pretty confident that there's going to be a Survivor UK out in next year, so that is super fun. And obviously as a Survivor content creator around the UK, I am so excited I finally get to talk about things. And if they allow contestants, would you sign up? So I'm Northern Irish, which technically is part of the UK. They haven't got rid of us yet, but for that I would probably say that we would be likely, and I'd say they'd probably cast really anyone from Ireland as well, because I don't see them making their own Survivor Ireland and just kind of encompassing the entire British Isle. I think that would be the casting that they'd be going for, but I don't know if I'd apply. I think if you're really anyone from Northern Ireland you're looking to apply, you probably have to realise that since we're such a small country, you're probably going to be the only person on the cast from our nation. But it really depends, because I'm quite busy right now. Maybe in the future, if I'm not as busy, I might apply. But it's a pretty big ask to just say, oh yeah, I'll go starve on an island for 30 odd days. So I don't know. Maybe right now I'm busy, so it wouldn't be the case. But if I have some free time, who knows? Maybe I'll starve on an island. Sasha Mars asks, do you have a favourite Survivor contestant? And I might as well just break them down all internationally. Of course, the three main ones that I'd watch, which is US, South Africa and Australia. So US, I'm gonna have to be boring and say Tony. Obviously he is incredible. He makes any season super entertaining. Even his stint in Game Changers was so incredible, even though he was only there for one episode. And obviously for Australia, I would say probably Luke Toki, which is essentially the Australian version of Tony Vlachos. And then South Africa, I would probably go with Werner. I really like Werner. I wish he was on Return of the Outcasts. I understand why he wasn't on Return of the Outcasts, but maybe we might see him in an All-Star season a few times. Again, it's so hilarious. Him eating an idol clue in the premiere has got to go down as one of the best moments of all time. Are you into any other shows other than Survivor? Asks Viper. So obviously I watch a few just random UK shows. I've been watching honestly just the most random shows like Eat Well for Less and even like some cop shows. But the main one I would watch apart from Survivor is BattleBots, which is freaking awesome. It is robots basically trying to destroy each other. How can you not like that? And even then in that community, people have recognized me, which is super cool, and they've been saying, oh hey, I watch your videos. So yeah, clearly there is some crossover between those two communities, and it's a show that I enjoy very much and would highly recommend everyone go check it out. Shockwave asks, someone already took my question. Lol, guess that's not a question. Guess someone took your question. Sorry, although I wonder what question someone took that you were planning to ask. Here's my own. What's your favourite food? Boring, I know. That's alright, it's question of the day. I'm expecting any sort of question. Chicken, I guess. Just a lot of different things you can get out of chicken. You can get fried chicken, so on. So yeah, I'd just go with chicken. How long does it take for you to make a video, asks Matthew Smith. And really there isn't a complete way to ascertain how long it takes for me to make a video across the spectrum, because some videos could take slightly longer than others because maybe I have to get more videos for footage, or maybe there's just other complications, like maybe the site I use to download videos is down, maybe something's with my laptop, maybe it's doing an update, so it really depends. However, I would say probably every 10-minute video you see on the channel takes 12 hours of editing, and that is encompassing me planning, script writing, filing it down to now 8 or 12 minutes, then recording it, having to cut down that recording in case I make any slip-ups, if there's any audio issues, like if a noisy car is driving past or whatnot. So then I have to take that, convert it into an MP3 file, put it into my video editor, then I have to download all the video footage, which to be fair I either do when I'm sleeping or at work most of the time, so it is handy. So I take that, have to cut it all up, which is the lengthiest process of them all. Then I go back, rewatch it while editing in some of my little things, so like that would be done on the second layer of it, and then the third layer is when I would do the audio, so all the little pops and even the background music that you hear, that will be all included in that part of the video. So that is pretty much everything that goes into the video editing, and then there's also uploading it to YouTube, doing the tags, the thumbnail, all the descriptions, having to do even the timestamps for the video takes time, so it's all encompassed in that, and it is a lengthy process, but obviously it got me here, so I can't really complain too much. 12803, interesting name, asks, what is your hottest Survivor take? What is a Survivor take that's not going to get me cancelled? Let's wonder about that. Well, Millennials versus Generation X, I'm going to say it's a bit of a mid-season. It's not bad, it's not bottom 5 or bottom 10 or anything like that, but I've heard people putting it in their top 5s, top 10s, but for me it's like, it's just about middle of the pack. To me, it's just quite a game body season. Everyone from the final 11 and on, except Jay, is very much a game bot. You have basically the pagonging of the majority then turn minority alliance from the final 9 to 5, where there's kind of predictable boots. I guess at 5 there's a bit of an interesting thing, but I feel like the edit kind of foreshows that Brett is going to get eliminated. You obviously have a lot of people getting very under-edited, and then you have the whole Zeke, Brett, and David tribal council as well, which doesn't really sit too well with me. So all of those things, even though the season has got some great moments, you obviously have Jay playing the fake idol, you have Adam being just a fantastic villain, you have a really strong final 3, you obviously have the rocket draw as well, which is one of the biggest moments of really Survivor history, and so it does have its good moments, but also it does have its moments that make it a bit lacking for me. Finally, Jaco asks, are you married? Do I look married? I mean, I look homeless. That's basically it. If this was a race of marriage, I would have fell at the first hurdle, because I don't even have a girlfriend. I don't even have that starting block yet. But you know, as they all say, if she doesn't watch Survivor, she's not the one. which is why I'm dying alone. So that pretty much is the end of that. Ending on a bit of a weird one, but hey, it's how it was ordered. But thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed this little bit of a weird video. Sorry if there's a lot of cuts. It's just the first time that I am recording myself, so there's going to be a few issues with me trying to talk to the camera, trying to read the notes off my phone and formulate sentences. So it's the first time for everything. There might be a few weird cuts, and I'm not even sure how this video will do view-wise, but thank you for checking it out anyway. Now that I am doing some face cam videos, let me know if you would be interested in me potentially playing some sort of games that are Survivor related, and also recording my face, or just doing some videos where I'm recording my face anyway. I think that could be quite fun. But anyway, have a great day. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Here's another video at the top right. What will we make this video at the top right end screen? You know what? Let's talk about the 5 most questionable individuals to play Survivor. That's a good video. Go check that one out after you finish watching this one. But nonetheless, have a great day. Peace!